and it's the morning. So after our little walk around tour of the vehicle being packed, we're now on the R102 heading north because the N2 was closed this morning at Mandini due to a truck accident. This detour has been rather easy despite the trucks on the road. I must say they made this morning's earlier drive a bit chaotic. I understand that they're such an important part of our economy because, of course, our government wasn't able to maintain the railway.
Yeah, I think we must cross the Matikula on this road and then take a right. I don't want to be this side trying to cross that river before we get onto the highway.
Dead right, yeah. So we're just discussing detour options quickly. And it looks like we're going to, from the R102, head to the R66, turn right, and then try and get back onto the N2. We should have passed the issue by now. But yeah, the trucks did cause a bit of chaos this morning. There's just so many of them on the road, and they kind of drive with reckless abandon because they know that they're bigger than everything else out there. But forward we go. We are heading to St Lucia again. We're going to be staying at Sugar Loaf campsite. It's a big favorite of ours because it's quite central. Then we have access to both eastern and western shores, as well as the St Lucia beach. And we'll probably go and spend the day at Cape Vidal because we are quite like it out there. The weather is looking glorious. We seem to have pulled the lucky card this weekend. So let's hope it stays like that. And chances are the next time this little video pops up, we'll be approaching St Lucia. As promised, here we are pulling up into Sugar Loaf. Gonna just stop at the reception and check in quickly, and then go find a campsite. Sugar Loaf is $210 a person a night. Kids under 12 are free. 6 people per campsite, minimum of 2 people on the site. So minimum of 420 Rand a night for an electrified site. On arrival, like we're doing now, you pop in here and you go into the reception, check in, they confirm your booking, you get given a gate pass, and then you can carry on. Alrighty, here's our little access pass, so that gets us in and out. We're all checked in and squared away. Obviously it really makes a difference when you are able to pre-book like we did. So we used KZN bookings, which is the Isimangaliso page for the booking of any Isimangaliso accommodation. So now that we've done that, we'll move through here, take a left past the reception, and this used to be their old gate, which is now derelict. So you pass this gate and then you get to another bigger gate where they'll stop and ask you for your pass. Campsite allocations are unallocated. It is pretty much first come first serve. You pick a spot on arrival. We've got a spot that we quite like here, which I'll show you guys now. So I've just swung back in. We shot out to the town to go and grab some bread rolls and whatnot. When I come out to St Lucia, I like to support the local butchery, the local spa, the local businesses, because this is a tourist town. This is not your typical coastal town that functions. Obviously it functions, please don't mix up my words. What I'm saying is it's a tourist town. It depends on tourists and visitors to thrive, to do better than normal. So I don't bring stuff from home. I get here and I buy what I need here. It's just my attempt at supporting the local economy. As soon as we get back to camp, I will do a very quick kind of fly through because I'm itching to go and swim. It is hot. It's actually unbelievably hot. I had the car parked in the sun outside Spa for about 10 minutes and we got up to 42.9 degrees. That's the internal temperature of the car. I've got the aircon on now, so it's cooling down, but man, it's It's hot today. The exterior temperature is 34 at the moment, so I'm gonna go swim. But first I'm gonna show you the campsite. So here's basically the entrance to Sugar Loaf. We've just gone through the gate and you can see the campsite start up here already. They've apparently had some water issues here, so they've had to dig up a couple places which we just passed through now. They do have emergency water drums. It's nice and empty, it's out of season. These are all campsites that you're looking at here, left and right of me. So I think I've seen one other camper, which is this dude with this nice Moby Lodge. There's a Starlink showing off there, living the dream. And then this is a little gully into our campsite. So right in front you can see Ryan from Maverick Adventures. He's set up with the Prada and the Oz tent. And you can check our Kazi there from Run Wild Adventures, busy setting up still, putting up the awning. It's happening. And then it's our little setup here with a teardrop, and I'll pull the bucky in just now. And that is basically our campsite. We're just waiting for Rob from Adventure X, and then we've got half the crew with us. I typically camp with the same people because despite my presence on social media, I'm not really a people person. I have a strong dislike for drama that comes with having a large group of friends. So here's the camp. I'm going to chuck some baggies on now, unpack the stuff that I bought into the fridges, and go chill. I'll see you just now. So it's lunchtime now. The wind is hammering us somewhat slightly. Thought I'd show you. Recently got one of these little induction cookers that runs off of our inverter. I don't think you'll see there, but it's currently pulling about 800 watts, which I'm substituting with solar. It's an 800 watt induction cooker, nice and small. And we're quite eager to see how this fits into our setup. I don't now need to worry about trying to find a closed up spot to cook on the gas because of the wind. I can just set up my table here and carry on. Probably unnecessary for most people, but like always, I don't really care what most people do. I like to show the things that I do, and maybe you like them too. So this I got from the UK, so they're not available locally. You could probably, I mean, if you've got a decent battery setup like I do, you could, and a proper inverter like I've got, then, which is not difficult to come by, they're readily available, then you can quite easily run a normal home air fryer off of this. Right, so that's what we're doing. We're pulling 48 amps at the moment. Let me go check how much solar we're getting. Right, we're sitting with 16 amps going in, so that's about right. It's about a 68 amp total draw, including the inverter. Probably find my fridge is running as well, but I'm substituting 16 amps back into the battery while this is on. And I'm stationary. I'm not plugged into shore power. I'm not using any electricity. I'm doing this all on my own steam basically. We've just come back from the Sunset Jetty. I didn't take any video there, sorry, simply because it was just overcast and not much of a sunset. So we're making our way back to camp, and it's time to make dinner, chill, make a fire, set up the rooftop. Catch you just now. Right, so we've got the bra on the go here. That's looking a bit warm. This side is looking good with the pizza bra. What's happening here? This is old Gavin Lisa's spot. What's happening, guys?
I'm whipping up a little...
You're whipping up a
little something.
Something.
Yeah.
Here's how it's looking.
Let me come this side.
Relax, light.
It's okay, I got light on my kanda. Hey. Tell us what's in here?
So we got a little bit of broccoli.
Yeah.
Chopped up onions. Some mushies, my bro. But not the lacquer mushies. The Denny mushies.
The Denny mushies, right.
And then we've got a little bit of cheddar choozeroni, my bro. Is this a single... Oh, your moss?
Moss?
Your moss. The other moss.
Yeah.
Not your moss.
Not my moss. Okay.
Got some.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
It's
a legacy, my butt.
Yeah, that is nice. Okay.
Legacy.
But it's
legacy there.
predominantly vegetables,
Predominantly
bar
veggies,
the
onions,
moss. Okay.
moss.
All right.
Vegetables
Lovely.
all day.
That sounded like a good story. Cool story.
Thank you very much. Now fuck off out my kitchen.
Okay. Nice.
And it's gonna go in my oven.
That's Palmer.
It's gonna go in my oven now.
Into the oven. Let's go have a booger.
In my oven.
I like these though.
Romantic.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, lighthouse, my bro.
Lighthouse. House light.
So check here now. Gonna just pop open my oven here. We can have a little look-see. I don't even know what this thing is doing here. It's doing nothing.
It can't be hot if you just took it out with your hands.
No, it's not. I've got lead burners fingers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just want to pop that in the oven there.
A double cake tin, you see?
Yes, two cake. Okay.
Oh.
So now, question now.
Yes, my boy.
Serious. Should there not be a fire underneath as well?
There will be. Once we have a decent fire on top.
Okay, all right.
We'll transfer some coals underneath,
I'm with you.
which will give us a bit of convection.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna report back just now and follow up on the process that's unfolding here. Veggies.
So these veggies are cooked in the very versatile pizza, bro. I know it's called a...
That's a bush baby. A bush baby, a knock-off, it's a night ape.
I know it's called a pizza, bro. But yeah, these are the things we can do in a pizza, bro. So this is a little broccoli bake that we've just whipped up here.
Yo.
We've had these little bad boys sitting in there alongside. Yeah, if I had the knife, I could do this thing as you check on YouTube.
But I'm liking the steak though. So you got veggies, you got
veggies
chips,
on the go underneath there.
you got chips, and you got steak on the top.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Who needs an oven, eh?
And I'm about to pop some ribs in here quickly.
Hey,
We'll see how that goes.
Check it. Who says camp cooking got to be boring? There we go.
Grab one, my bro.
What you got there? What is that?
That's a steak and gherkin and cheese.
Oy, I've tried so much tonight. Just now. Maybe
Yeah,
later.
whatever. When you're ready, my bro.
Good morning, Dumelang. Right, so we're on our way to Cape Vidal now. Cruising through St Lucia. Love this town, love it. We got the whole crew out there in front, Gavin, Lisa in the P series. Behind us, coming up just now, will be Ryan and the girls from Maverick Adventures, and then Rob from Adventure X with Sarah. It's going to be a good day, a little bit overcast, but that's alright. Righto, so we're in Isimangaliso Eastern Shores. We've passed the checkpoint. They do look for alcohol in your vehicle, so just be mindful of that, be demure about it. It cost us 250 some change rand for 2 adults and a child to get a day pass to go up to Cape Vidal, and obviously to drive around the entire park for the day. We elected not to camp here because it's quite difficult to get a booking and we weren't sure on the condition of the facilities, so we went to Sugar Loaf because we know that place. It's a lovely spot. and this is really close. I mean, it took us all of 5 minutes to drive from Sugar Loaf to the gate here. So we'll potter around here. Mission up to Vidal. The sun's coming out now, getting through, burning through that top layer of clouds. Very keen for a good day. As long as the wind stays away the way it is, we're not expecting anything over 10 k's an hour today. That would be absolutely fantastic. So I recently fitted a water level sensor to the Ranger, because we're all aware that things do go wrong occasionally with these vehicles, and a burst coolant hose, a failed EGR, although in my case that is irrelevant. I removed my EGR a long time ago. The entire cooler was removed, but a failing coolant hose is a big concern, especially on the little type of long trips we do. Sorry, we got a game with the kids here. No, birds don't count. It needs to have 4 legs, and it needs to be a terrestrial animal on the ground. The first one to spot that gets a popsicle. Okay, I'm sure you guys heard that beep, beep, beep while I was talking on the radio. So what that is if you look at this little light, that is the VHF. The VHF interfering with the contact sensor on the water reservoir. So every time I key my mic and I talk, it interferes and sets off a false alarm warning, which is what the device does. So should your coolant, something happen and a pipe burst, or your expansion bottle breaks, whatever the case may be, then it sounds that warning with a visual aid in the top in the corner here of that little light that flashes. The problem is it becomes exceptionally annoying over time. So what have I done to mitigate that? Let me show you quickly. So I got my third hand holding the wheel here while I show you this. So inside here, this little cubby, I've got a switch. I should have probably done this at the campsite there. This little switch. So that blue light indicates the system is on. I've now put the system off. So if we're in a convoy and I'm talking, if we're in a convoy and we're talking, then I can now talk on the radio like my wife's about to.
You have to tell the kids where you spot them though.
Okay, well it was on the left and you guys are all in front of us.
So they're teasing us about our poor game spotting. I'm making YouTube videos here.
That's true.
So that doesn't light up anymore when we talk. However, if I switch the switch in there back on now, see, it's now activated, and now if we talk, it's going to beep. A bit counterproductive considering the nature of the system. However, for the excessive chatting on the radio in convoys with our mates and a bit of banter here and there, it is something that we've just accepted, that I will just quickly switch it off, and then basically when we're driving the way we are now, under 40 k's an hour, I hope I get to notice if something goes wrong before it does. But when we're cruising on the highway, hitting the dirt roads, and you're driving fast and there's not much time to notice, then then we leave it on. So that's what I've done to mitigate that. If anyone knows a way to work around that RF frequency interference, then yeah, let me know. So I don't know if you'll see here, but just in that tree there where my finger is a Birchel's kukkel, very nicely lit. And then over there there's another one.
Water's on our lot.
So those Birchel's kukkels are known as the rainbird.
For kudu and zebra on the right, we get an ashbin. Sorry, left. Sorry, Dave.
So the game we've got with the kids is every animal they spot's a point. Unless they spot an animal that eats meat, and then it's 2 points. So if they get 5 points, they get an ice cream. If they get 10 points, they get a sweet. And they're winning at the moment. These are the small things that we do just to make sure the kids are, you know, focused on spotting game and learning that it's, you know, it's fun to be out here. It can be boring for kids these days, you know. They don't, we've grown up, we grew up differently. For us, a game reserve was a treat. It was an absolute blessing because we didn't have a lot of the stuff that our kids have. So there's a lot of distractions for kids these days, and the distractions are quite quick to take away moments like we have here.
Okay. Sorry.
I love you. So playing games, instead of playing I Spy, we play Spot the Animal, and we do birds as well. So much so that we've got a youngster in the car.
If anyone has binoculars, you will see at the left there's some zebras coming.
Don't you guys have binoculars there? I think I need to fix that. It's good, you know, you got the youngster in the car that just by a brief description is able to identify a brown-chested snake eagle. So it's good, it's great, and it gets the kids excited about being in the bush, and for me that's a big goal. Look at that Franklin calling. So we've just pulled up towards Cape Vidal now, so you can see it on the GPS there. We're about 3 k's away. A couple of things that you'll see out here quite commonly is the vervet monkeys and the Isimangaliso monkeys. You need to be quite aware of those. They will take food out of your kids' hands, and they will raid your vehicle if you turn your back for even 2 seconds. So you've got to be quite sharp about that. We've lost a whole pack of bread rolls the last time we were here. Sat on the tailgate. I took 2 steps away from the tailgate to look around where Alex was, and the monkey came over the roof, over the back lid of the tailgate, grabbed the rolls, and off he went. So you've got to just be a little bit sharp with your food prep out here. We're in their habitat, playing by their rules, so we got to be a little bit, oh, there goes a bushbuck. You got to be a little bit mindful and kind of be careful what you do. Okay, that bushbuck is gone. But yeah, here comes the fun part now. We've been looking forward to the beach. The sun's come out. It's going to be a fabulous day. Would it be a lot better if we were able to take our vehicles onto the beach and set our awnings up, but you can't have everything, eh? So here we are. There are sitting up there. We're going to go down the bottom here, park, and then you walk onto the beach sort of from here. There's ablutions, there's a washing up place. There's a very quiet today, which is fabulous. So you're not going to believe this. We've finished at Cape Vidal now. It's now 1 o'clock. I completely forgot to take any video of our time on the beach. So we were here, obviously, at Cape Vidal. We were there, so we've spent a fair amount of time there, and we're now going to come back along the tar. We're going to go up this loop here, so we get to see a couple of different biomes. There's a grassland forest, there is the Mfabeni swamp, and then obviously Isimangaliso, which is the red dunes. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping this road is open. The last time we came through to this park, I was highly upset that you got charged full entry and 80% of the roads were closed. So you could pretty much just go from St Lucia along the tar road, and the only loop that was open to us that trip was the Dune loop to go look at the Kwashiorkor Tower. So I'm hoping today we can do this loop here, and then we'll cut back that 1.7 k's and jump on the Dune loop, because this loop runs in an anti-clockwise direction. So we'll come down, we'll do this, which is also an anti-clockwise loop. So you come out there and you head north again a bit to go and club this loop, and then you come down, and then it's home for us. That's the plan. Oh, and that's the map that I use for all the Zululand Isimangaliso parks. So I talk about this like almost every video, but it's cool. I love the power setup we've got. I'm sitting here in the shade idling, putting in 24 amps with my fridge running. So that's my DC doing its job, charging the battery nicely. I'm not even revving, so if I take my foot off the accelerator, there's no revs. 25 amps, no problem. I love it. Battery's 99% still at charge. 210 amp hours of lithium from Adventure X. You just can't beat this stuff, really. Check, we got no solar happening here. $26 watts of solar currently. That's all we got. So we've just passed through Lake Bangazi. We're now gonna head around through the swamps. It's such a cool spot here. There's so many different biomes. There's a grassland section, a swamp section. You go past that the red dunes, so there's quite a bit to see out here. We typically haven't had great animal sightings out here, but for us it's not only about the wildlife, it's about being able to immerse ourselves in nature, which is quite important. I'm going to just pull over here. Unfortunately, one of the problems with driving in a place like this is you get other people who like this like here, who don't really care. And there's 3 cars in our group. He's overtaken and pushed past the 2 cars with me behind me, just because he's obviously in a rush to find something. So unfortunately you have to deal with assholes like that occasionally. But in any case, how beautiful is Lake Bangazi? There was a bit more of Lake Bangazi. Now we're off of the concrete trail. We're going to jump onto the gravel now. It's pretty wicked. Check the size of that male waterbuck. Beauty. So it manifests good things. Okay, it's not a leopard, don't get excited, but it is a spotted hyena. It's in the road, chilled, off the road, down through the Slatinia, and now he's just above my finger in the grass there. You won't see it with the GoPro, but he got a couple of pictures. The kiddos got to see something cool. It's a win.
Are they trapped their horns, or?
This is a little herd of buffalo here.
They have horns.
Too small to be a large breeding herd, but you probably find
it's we're just spending some time with them.
Probably find it's a herd of young males that are moving and grooving together. So that's a spotted hyena that we saw earlier, and white rhino we saw earlier, and now buffalo. Well, we've seen buffalo already, but now that's a reasonable number. It's about almost 10 there, I'd say. So it's quite nice. No ellies yet, no leopard yet, but they're coming. I have no doubt we'll find them shortly. So just on the horizon and below there, you'll see is the red red dunes. So that's the sand dunes with their red colour. And I suppose that's why they're called red dunes and not blue dunes. But I don't think we're going to get any closer to that without breaking some rules, so it was quite nice to see. Wide open plains here. We just need to come around the corner and find a herd of leopard. Guys, that was the joke. Someone's going to hear that comment and legitimately think I believe that a group of leopard is referred to as a herd. I understand that was sarcasm. It's 2024, so I do need to include these disclaimers in my videos now. I don't know if you're going to hear this. It's a bit windy, but it's been such a nice drive this afternoon. We're going to start making our way back to camp now. Got some cooking to do. Check what's going on, set up. The kids can go and swim, they can play. Sounds like a time for a bit of an afternoon nap. There's some buffalo and zebra. That's a buffalo in the distance there. But yeah, I'll check you just now back at camp. So we are at camp after a beautiful day. Gav is there cooking. We're going to go check him out now. Ryan and Rob are still out missioning. Look at this. I mean, yes, it's not the middle of Mabua Suhebe in Botswana, but I'm so grateful for moments like these. Remember, you don't always have to go to a place. It's going to cost you 25,000 Rand in diesel to do a trip around there. This entire trip probably cost me 3 grand. Food, accommodation, diesel, drinks, entry fees. And we had the most fabulous day today. I wish I recorded our time at Cape Vidal beach. But I had too much fun, so I forgot. My bad. I'm such a good YouTuber, that's why. Check my washing line. So this is something that so many people do. I mean, it's just so normal for most of us, I suppose. Little trucker's hitch here, or a modified version of it. A couple of cam buckle straps to extend it, and there we go. There's all today's washing. Drying out back. It is brutally hot still. But man, this is such a vibe. I'm so chuffed with our weekend. I'm so chuffed we didn't stay at home and do nothing, because we almost did. But here we are. Let's go and have a look what old Gav's cooking up. Okay, here's Uncle Gavin. Brew this, he likes to cook, eh? Let me just tell you. I catch a lot of inspiration from here. Such a nice table you got, Gav.
Thank you, Wagyu. Good friend of mine borrowed it.
Yeah, lekker, man. He must be a champion.
Lent it, not borrowed it.
It's okay, but you live on the south coast. You borrow it is fine.
This is not my first or second.
So this is streaky bacon lining a loaf tin. I'm guessing there's going to be some eggs involved.
A couple of eggs involved.
And then what's the game plan here, Gav?
What we're going to do here is we're going to make a mix of sour cream, chicken, cheese and eggs. We're going to whip that all together, and then we're going to layer this bacon pan with a layer of that mix, and then some potato gratin, a layer of that mix, potato gratin, a layer of that mix, layer of potato gratin, until we're done.
Yeah.
Then we're going to fold this all in, and we're going to pop them in the pizza browner, bro. Because we cook oven style while we're camping. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So I'm going to try my very best to remember to show you the rest of the outcome of what the recipe is. But I can tell you, once we have 1 or 2 rums, I'm probably going to forget. But I'm keen to give it a try. So here you go. So there's the cream. Let me show you the cream though. It's so the cream is mass, right?
Obviously we're not measuring anything, you know what I'm saying? We just
just going by feel. So the eggs 4 eggs, I'd say half a bottle of this. This is a 1 kg. It doesn't come in a litre, it comes in a kilo.
It's meant to be 250 mils. I put it out there.
And then there's some cheese, like a handful of cheese. But I gotta show you. When I say a handful now, okay, my hands are large, so it's a handful. Okay, understand? So that's about 1 kg of cheese in there. Right, so now we're getting our chow going here. We're going to do some butterfly chicken fillets. There we go. One. Someone going to tell me about using my hands. It's okay, we're in the bush, but I do have soap and I do have water available to wash them before I touch anything else. If you folks have seen some of the things that have been in my mouth in my life, this raw chicken is the last thing you have to worry about. How nice is this though? It's a pickled steel chef's knife. Watch this oak operate.
This is the...
There we go.
This is the one that...
So here's a follow-up, right? So this is the bacon chicken dish that Gav made. Here's the bread, all made with this here, which is apparently it's a pizza bra. I don't know how hot that is. It's actually not hot at all. And that is where the magic happens. Can't believe that is not hot.
Come check here.
Okay.
I think you'll know what's happened there.
I've been summoned. Let me go and see. Oh, that's easy, my bro. There, fucking, oh, it's kind of fell off. Okay, let me fix that. There we go. Lekker. Yeah.
Yeah.
How your fridge got an output, bro? That's quite nice.
And 2 USBs.
Check this out. That's on a fridge. I've never seen that before. 12-volt socket out in the fridge.
So my bro,
USBs out in the fridge. Oh, there's a bush baby right here. Let's go see.
I don't know why I'm bothering with my little
There he is there. Here's that kind of there.
Where are we going, bro?
Yeah. Walk. Yeah.
Up, jumping. Oh yeah, check you.
Up.
Come this side.
There's he there. Check, he's chowing. He's looking at us.
Hey, look at my cousin.
What's happening, night ape? It's quite close though. Fuck this video footage up, we could have used it.
It's coming to shit on our faces.
Check how they operate through the trees, bro. It's quite cool.
Look at that little cousin.
Oh, it's
Papa,
nice.
I think you put that thing back.
So here's another one here. It's a bit warm still. But there's no bacon on this one. So this is a non-pork version. My bad. It's a non-pork version of this.
And you end up like fighting a lot.
I think it's time to.
It's moving fast.
So quick, though.
We had, for a while, we had this one version called Uno Block.
Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet child of mine. Wherever the fuck I was. She's got her eyes of the bluest sky, and if they thought of rain, I'd hate to look into those eyes and see them down some pain. It reminds me of a homestead place where as a child I'd hide. Where
Right, pack up morning, which means everything got to dry a little bit. Breakfast in the beach, then we'll hit the road. Let's check what Uncle Gavin's cooking for breakfast. Smelling good. Yeah, there's a missus with a battery rechargeable hair straightener. And I'm going to make bottle pancakes now. Just add manzi. Pop the top. Top tip, do not fill this thing all the way, so you've got some room to shake. There you go. So now you're gonna let this idle for a minute or two, and then I'll add the last bit of water. Oh, you can hear it's making some funky sounds. There you go.
Times it more than it is.
And then we're good to go. That's it. Just add water.
Oh well.
Good to go. Right. There you go. Let that idle.
Sorry, I used the wood last night, man.
And then we'll move on to the next job, which will be taking down the washing line and cleaning up the kitchen. Uncle Ryan's cooking up a storm here. Good morning, children.
Good morning.
Did we sleep well?
Yes.
Oh, lovely. That's what I like to hear. What a day.
What a day.
Right, so this is our new toy that I mentioned earlier. Is our induction cooker that gets power from our inverter, so we can be off-grid and cook in the wind without an issue. So that's a pretty big win for us now that we're trying out and experimenting with. Right, so our bacon and eggs is all sorted. We're gonna go and have a squiz here and see what Mommy's up to. Let's see what she's got going. The pancakes going here. There we go.
Dodgy.
No, it's okay. I'll have the dodgy one. You know I've got low standards.
The cook always has to have the first one.
Yeah, make sure it's not poison. How was your chai there, Gav?
It was delicious, man. We have it does have a little bit of garlic in it.
Okay, it's okay. Let me give a bash of this little dude here.
Nice.
I love these lekker slow mornings.
None of mine.
So here's old Rob here, the oak with the most power out of anybody, anywhere. And he forgot his induction pan at home. So guess what, he can't use his inverter. But it does appear that he can cook an egg. That looks good, my boy. Right, I think it's time that I'm gonna go guzzle something now. So I'll catch you all shortly. Right, so we are predominantly packed up. We just need to make neat and one or two few things, but we decided, you know what, it's 10 to 9. We're 2.5 hours from home. It's a beautiful day, and yeah, the kids must enjoy this time. So we're up here at the pool. I kind of misjudged where the sun was, so I thought I was doing good, but I realized now I need to actually shift my diff completely this way, which is cool. Gonna set up, chill out, have some ice creams, jam in the pool, then make our way home. And we're crossing over the bridge, leaving St Lucia now. Look at that. And that means it's home time. That was a fabulous, fabulous weekend. So many cool memories, so many cool things we got to experience. Hopefully it's an uneventful, easy drive home. Quick unpack, wash off, and then we get ready for the next trip. As always, guys, if you've made it this far, thank you very much. Lekker. Check you on the next one.